First things first, welcome in or welcome back to the channel. My name is Grin and I hope that you are having a wonderful day. I did a series on my channel where I grinded multiple bosses for a couple hundred hours, and on that grind I got 2 new pets and made enough money to sell my bank and buy a Twisted Bow. You know what that means? It's time for a rebuild. Alright, so if you have not watched the previous episode, I ended up with nearly a 64 mil cash stack, and I think I'm going to start this episode by making an upgrade. I'm getting tired of this armadillo body, and so I'm going to sell this off, and I'm actually going to sell my fangs so that I can buy the unfortified Masori body. And it is a late Friday night, so I think that I am going to go ahead and do something super chill, and I think I'm just going to go and do maybe 100 or 200 giant mole. So that's my plan. I'm going to sell this off and make an upgrade. Right now, even the unfortified body is incredibly expensive, but there it is, purchased a body as well as some more supplies to go ahead and see me through this grind. Fuck. So it is actually the next morning. I decided to do some giant mole before I cooked breakfast, and what the actual hell is this? 2,353 KC. The baby mole pet comes in. What does a clan have to say? Geez, grats. Yeah, they're pretty happy, but that is crazy. But that means I have to give away 2 more bonds. So yeah, gonna be a bond giveaway this video. But man, I cannot believe I got the baby mole. I am so excited. How do you change it from this flapjack to that flapjack? I don't really know. I will figure it out. Talk to. How's life above ground? Well, the last time I was above ground, I was having to contend with people throwing snow at some weird yellow duck in my park. No idea. I didn't stop to ask because an angry mob was closing in on them pretty quickly. Dear Lord. Keep moling. Hey. Well, that's interesting. But okay, I'm going to go ahead and put this in my house. I'm still reeling from getting this pet, but in its current form, it kind of matches the floor too closely. So when it's wandering around, it's kind of like the beaver. It's kind of hard to see. And I looked it up, and supposedly you just use the mole claw on it to turn it into this ugly pink thing right here. But I think this will be a lot easier to see in the backdrop. So still very excited, but it does put me in a weird predicament. Now I'm not quite sure what I want to do. My plan was to go to, I believe, 2,500 KC at Giant Mole. I don't know, see how I was feeling about it at that point in time, but I have now greenlogged it because those are the only things to get. My mind is telling me finish going to the 2,500 KC because it won't take very long, like an hour and a half. But I think I might honestly go back to muspah because thanks to some of the comments in my last video, I have learned a thing or two, and I think that I no longer need the dragon crossbow and the sapphire dragon bolts enchanted because I can just, to my knowledge, I can prayer flick smite and use the T-bow, and it should make it much, much faster. So I think I kind of want to try that out for a couple trips. A medium, a hard clue scroll rather, and a frozen cache. And as you may have seen from that kill, it is so much more reliable to just flick the smite while you are killing the boss and using the T-bow. But come on, oh wow, a whole 21 limpet roots. Let's go. 10k. But once this trip is done, I'll go ahead and complete this hard clue scroll. On a random Friday night, I decided to do a little bit of streaming Phantom Muspah, and I was certainly blessed in the RNG department. So these are 2 little clips from me getting a little bit lucky at some Muspah. Oh, a nice 70. That little move there I did was like a panic move for some reason. I don't know why. Oh my god, Venator Shard. They are down a little bit though. Why are they down? They're like 2 mil lower almost than when I got some in my last video. But I am not complaining. That is a quick 13.8 mil. Haha, let's go. Really? 1 HP? There you go. Hey, complain and you are blessed. Another venator shard. Let's go. Oh my god. My luck at this boss is absurd, man. That's 4 by 126 KC. Apparently, I forgot to record audio for this, but Venator Shard number 5. I decided to take my good luck elsewhere and went and got a couple ecumenical keys because I'm going to go back to Zilyana. I tried to do it at the beginning of the rebuild, but I did not quite have the gear I wanted, and now I have some better stuff, and I'm going to give it another crack. I ended up doing my 2 trips at Commander Zilyana, and I did not get anything, and for some reason I felt like going ahead and doing my skeletal deliverance task. I only have 69. I only had 69 to do. I only have 62 left to kill, and maybe I can get a better task that I can actually use the T-bow for. Finish up that task without too much interesting happening, but as you can see, I still have to do 3 more before I can start getting points again because of all the tutorial skipping I was doing before. But let's see what Dirdall gives me. I'm actually kind of just hoping for some Hellhounds because then I can go and use the T-bow on Cerberus. And if I go over to my collection log, all I'm missing is the Jar of Souls. And I have 2100 KC. If I could just get the Jar of Souls, I'll get the Green Log Cerberus. And that would be very, very nice. So come on, Dirdall, give me something. Black Demons. Hey. All right. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold the phones and eat them. I'm going to go do Demonic Gorillas. Okay, yeah, that's a plan. It is most certainly not optimal, but this is the gear I'm running over Demonic Gorillas. It is pretty simple, just like a full range setup. I am bringing the T-bow. We'll see how that does, but I'm only bringing 4 switches because I already do not like Demonic Gorillas. I've never been a fan of them. And actually, this is a good opportunity to take a look at what I have in the collection log for them. Where are you? Oh yeah, Gluff's Experiments. Okay. So 520, and I've gotten 1 Zenyte. So I should be somewhat close to maybe a second one. It would be really amazing to get one. You never know. My RNG tends to be hit or miss here. I mean, I've obviously greened out the log, which is super spooned, I'm assuming. But I would just really like some more of these beautiful Zenytes. But gonna go ahead and do a few trips and see if I can get lucky and see if I can actually do the full task here, because more often than not I end up doing like part of the task and then just skipping it or AFKing at actual black demons because I just hate it so much. But that's my plan. I didn't really want to show many of the demonic gorilla kills because it's pretty boring. It's just switching between your melee gear and the T-bow a lot. But I just wanted to leave one in because although I didn't hit any like ridiculous numbers in this kill, it kind of just shows how fast on average they tend to be, and that the T-bow, along with, even though I'm just using the Fang instead of the Arc Light or whatever the other item is, I get all the item names wrong, you melt through these things and it really does not take too long. So I actually forgot to record this bit, and it wasn't in one trip, mind you, but I have gotten Ballista Limbs and the Light Frame, which are both like significantly more rare than the Zenyte. The Light Frame being 1 in 750, and the Ballista Limbs being 1 in 500. So like I'm getting lucky, but in the way wrong area. I want the Zenyte, but I only have 30 left, and I am just praying I can see one, because if I go back to my collection log again to Gluff's Experiments, I only have 1 and I'm at 652. So I'm actually double the drop rate for another. I should have 2 is what I'm trying to say. I should have 2, dang it. And I want my second one because that's like 20 mil right now. They are crazy expensive. I think it might actually be like 23. Let me check. Zenyte Shard, 21. So still over 20 mil. And that would mean I have made like over 60 mil this episode, and that would be huge. Oh man, let's go. Oh, I'm so glad. I was so worried I was not gonna get one. 21 mil. That is a fat stack that's gonna be added to the loot tab, and I'm not praying anything while this thing throws some rocks at me. Only 9 kills left in the task. I'm going to finish them out, and I will probably just finish the entire trip because I think I have enough supplies to definitely do more than 9 more kills, to be honest with you. So maybe if my luck goes crazy, I can get one more. Well, that was the final kill. All I got was a rune chain body, which I'm going to just go ahead and alch. I've been just alching all of the rune drops, to be honest. But that is still huge. At least I got one Zenyte from it. And before I end the video and explain the giveaway a little bit more, I'm going to go ahead and get another Slayer task and see what it is. If it is something I can do with the T-bow, I'll probably start the next episode with that. All right, Duradel, be kind. Give me some Hellhounds so I can go kill some Cerberus and hopefully green log it. Water Fiends. Dang it. I hate this task. I guess I will go do it at the beginning of the next episode, but probably not record anything from it because nothing interesting is going to happen. This way I can get another task. I would skip it, but I have no points, and I'm trying to get to the point where I start building points again. As you can see, I scrolled up far enough. I still have to do 2 more before I can start receiving points, and I don't want to start that over again, but this is pretty sad. Hey, what is not sad, though, is the count. All right, XP lamp. What am I going to put this in? Absolutely agility. Without a doubt, not even a second thought. 840 XP. Thank you, count. As you can see right here, after selling everything off I got from this episode, I made just about 70 mil, and after adding it to the GP I had in the bank, I got a 72 mil cash stack, actually just barely a 72 mil cash stack. And I also got this beautiful naked baby mole rat behind me here. And speaking of this, I actually now have to give away 2 bonds because that is the rule on this channel. If I get a pet in a video, somebody's getting 2 bonds. So in order to qualify for those 2 bonds, please leave a like on the video and leave a comment down below and subscribe to the channel. And speaking about subscribing, YouTube shows me that only about 10% roughly of you watching are subscribed to the channel. And if the little baby mole rat here is not enough incentive, like the 2 bond giveaway, when I get to 2,000 subscribers, I'm going to be giving away another 2 bonds. And that goes up as each 1,000 milestone I hit, all the way up to 5,000, which I'll be giving away 5 bonds. But if you enjoyed the video, please subscribe, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.